What up, everyone? Just wanted to make a little video kind of showing what I'm doing out here. Right now I'm doing probably the easiest job in the oil field. I'm doing dust control, which means I literally drive doing 5 miles an hour and just spread water on the road, which, I don't know, maybe you can see it. I don't know, maybe you can see the water spreading back down there. But that's literally what I do. I'm doing 5 miles an hour, doing a whole lot of nothing. Which this is what I'm going to be doing all night. Easiest job in the world. Dust controlling at night. But I kind of just want to make this video. I know my family and stuff is kind of curious about what I do out here, which this isn't all I do, but this is part of it. When you get these days, it's actually a good day. Not that hauling water, it's an easy job all around, realistically. But and for a lot of you that may be looking into hauling water, and I don't know, maybe you're a little intimidated by it. You know, you hear about the surge and the water moving around and stuff. And honestly, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, you can feel it, but the best way I can describe it is if you've ever hauled like a camper and you felt like the echoes. You know, you hit a bump and then the camper hits a bump and you feel it inside the truck. That's kind of what it feels like. You know, you feel it moving a little bit, but it's not really a big deal. You know, you just got to remember to take corners a little slower than you normally would in a regular, truck. But other than that, there's nothing really to it. You pull up, suck water into it from a well, and then just go out to wherever you're going, hook up a hose, or if you're doing dust control, you just open the valve and turn the PTO on. Yeah, if you can get a job doing dust control, you're all set. Of course, this job goes away in the winter. Then you're just hauling rigs or frac sites. Lately, I've been filling up what's called a Poseidon tank a lot. It's basically a giant swimming pool. Picture an above-ground swimming pool that's 12 foot deep, and I don't even know. I think they hold like 1.5 million barrels or gallons or something like that. It's a lot. I believe it takes like 190 trucks or something to fill one up. But that's easy too. They put the Poseidon tank usually on an empty site. And then they just pipe it to all the frac sites in the area. So you're usually pulling up to a site that has nothing but a Poseidon tank on it, and you just back up, hook up, and do your thing. All in all, it's actually a fairly easy job. No real complaints yet. Of course, in the winter, it may be a little bit different. I'm making a turn here. At 5 miles an hour. Yeah, I'll kind of show you what it looks like out here. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. But that's where I'm dust controlling, out in the middle of nowhere. But they're doing some fracking out here, so during the day there's probably a ton of trucks coming up and down this road. So they kind of have us come in at night, set a good base of water on the road, and then they just keep it up all day long. There's a little partridge running around up there. Don't know if you can see it or not. He kind of ran into the grass there. But yeah, this is about what I do a lot of the time out here. Sit here and do 5 miles an hour. But overall, I'd suggest coming out here. I've seen some videos on YouTube lately about guys saying not to come out here, that you can't get a job and things like that. My guess is those guys probably had something in their background that is really preventing them from it. I mean, if you fail a drug test or something out here, you're not working for the oil companies anymore. They all share that information. It's just not something you want. If you're a truck driver, you don't want to have a DUI on your record. You can find some contractors that might hire you, but none of the actual companies are going to hire you. So, I mean, you kind of want to have somewhat of a clean background. I mean, I'm sure a little criminal record isn't going to, kill your chances out here. But, all in all, you kind of want to be somewhat clean. Sorry, just gotta keep an eye on it, make sure I'm getting both sides of the road. Not that it's hard, but yeah, it's overall I'm pretty happy out here. Other than, I miss being home. I miss trees, really. It's all field out here. Right now they're doing their harvesting, so the fields that are usually boring become even more boring because they cut everything down that's in them. But gotta lose the glasses now. It's starting to get darker out. I would also suggest, if you can handle it at all, do night shift out here. It's way easier. There's a ton less traffic. Everywhere pays you more money. I'm getting $3 extra for doing this at night. Can't really beat that, can you? There's literally no traffic. I'm driving. It's probably I'd say maybe a 10-mile stretch coming down to where I'm at here, and I passed one tractor. Other than that, there weren't any other trucks or anything tonight. So again, that's why night is a lot better out here. Sorry, I'm just kind of paying attention to what I'm doing out here. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you guys. Really, I kind of wanted to make this video more for my family. We're just a little curious what I do out here, like anyone else would be. A lot of them have never traveled away from home like this or come out here. I've been out here, over a year now. 3 different companies. Started out as a roustabout, building battery tanks and that kind of stuff, which are those big tanks you see on the sites that are for oil and water. And then did that for a few months. Didn't really like it. It was just way laborsome. Really, if you like that, go for it. But it really was just a really, really laborsome job. Then I was hauling fly ash for a while, which if you don't know what fly ash is, it's a byproduct from the coal factories or the coal power plants, and you use it to mix in with the cuttings that come out of the well. It just kind of turns them into more of a solid form. They've kind of steered away from the fly ash now, and it's more like they're using cement and lime mixed together. But either way, it's all the same thing with that. You were doing that on pneumatic trailers. At first, I liked the job. I'd say the first 6 months I was there, I really liked it. I liked the bosses. They were really good. Then they kind of went through a changeover and changed the bosses and everything, and it just, you went from guys who knew what they were doing to office guys who thought they knew what they were doing. And it really went downhill. So it's actually the only job I've ever just walked in and quit before. I've never done that. I've always given 2-week notice, or at least offered 2-week notice to them. But it literally is the only job. I just walked in one night, just packed up my stuff and walked out. They just, they kept promising raises, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to say their name. But, there's still a few guys that work there that, are, I guess, happy. But I just wasn't in, the good thing about being out here is if you're a truck driver, once you got 6 months experience in the oil field, you're pretty much hireable anywhere. You know the roads, you know the routines, you know how things work. They love having you. Sorry if it's getting kind of dark on the video and the light's really going away quick, as you can see out there. But, this is the cab of my truck. Well, the truck I'm driving today. There's an electronic log system. It's normal, I guess. It's kind of an older truck, but I guess they're looking into replacing a lot of these in the near future. And again, I'm not going to say the company I'm working for now. I guess they don't really like social media and you posting on there, so they're one of the bigger companies out here. But like I said, I'm not going to say their name. I'm guessing a lot of you guys will guess by the color of my clothes and stuff who I'm working for, probably. But if you're seeing the patch over there, but either way, so far it's a pretty good company. I have no real complaints. They seem, everyone seems real nice, especially where I'm out of, which I'm in one of their outposts, a little kind of out of the action, which I really like. You don't have a lot of the bosses running around and all that kind of stuff. You don't have the crazy safety guys running around. Our safety guy out here, he's real cool. He does his job, but he doesn't, he's not an asshole. He doesn't just come out trying to find something wrong. Because like anywhere else, there's some stupid policies, which are more the big companies you're working for that put those policies into place than it is the actual company I'm working for. Kind of like you have to ground off your truck, even though I'm hauling fresh water. It's not really an explosive thing. But, whatever, you just do it. It's not that hard. Like most jobs, you just shut up, do what you're told. You won't have any problems. But I get to do this 5 miles an hour for the next 12 hours or so. Which, well, you gotta, each fill up lasts probably, I'd say an hour. You drive maybe 2 miles or so, somewhere in there. And then you go to the well, fill up again, which the well site's, maybe 15 miles away, if even that. So, I'll go over there, fill up, come back, pick up where I left off, just keep doing it. I'll probably get, on average, you'll get 4, maybe 5 loads done a night. It really depends on where you're going and what you're doing. Because sometimes they'll dictate which wells you're allowed to use and things like that, so you might have to go a little farther than the closest well. Luckily, with dust control, I can use any well I want. So I've got a choice of a couple. If I go to one and it looks like, a ton of people are pulling out of it, going to a Poseidon tank, I'll go to one that's a little farther away but no one else uses. But all in all, I like it when you guys ask the questions on there. I try to answer them the best I can. I know I haven't made a video in a long time, but after I quit my last job, I went home for 2 months and just kind of really did nothing. But, I put in an application at the place I'm working now, and really it's the only place I put in an application. And I'd say it took them a month probably to contact me back, but, and after that, they set it up. I did an interview through Skype. The guy was real cool, and then they set it up to where the next orientation they had was like a month away, which worked out perfect for me. I had family reunion at the end of that month, so I got to go to that. Then still had a couple days and came back out here. But they worked with you real good. That it was so far. Like I said, it's been a pretty good experience. They had a week-long orientation of safety meetings. You had to do marathon, ConocoPhillips, their own safety. It was just safety meeting after safety meeting, which was all the same thing over and over again. But again, it was they paid you for sitting there for a week, provided you with a all-you-can-eat buffet for lunch every day. They did charge you for the room, which was $300 for the week, but they take it out of your first paycheck. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And if you were already stationed out of where they're located, you could have just stayed in your own house. It was about an hour and a half drive away from where I live. So I just stayed in the housing they provided, which, like I said, it was $300 for the week. And it was a crappy little room with 2 beds in it, and you had a roommate, which my roommate was, he was pretty cool. He was a younger guy going to work on a workover rig. And, he was rarely even there. He, like most younger guys, ran out to the bar every night, came in kind of late. But, he was a real cool guy. We got along pretty good. Yeah, and honestly, I'd say I had a pretty good class when I was in the orientation. No one seemed real weird or anything. Everyone seemed pretty normal. A few of them you could tell weren't going to last out here. As soon as winter hit, there are a lot of guys from Texas and stuff, and, the main question they had whenever you're talking to them is, are the winters really like that out here? Are they really that cold? A lot of these guys have never even felt sub-zero temperatures, let alone negative 50 before wind chill. But, I'm used to it. I like it. I actually look forward to winter every year. One worst thing to deal with out here is probably mud. I hate the mud. It sucks. So once freeze up gets here, you don't have to deal with that anymore. So I would definitely say I prefer winter over summer. Like I said, I lose a good dust control job though. And I know I'm kind of just rambling on here. Like I said, I just kind of want to make a video. And this is more for my family so they can kind of see me and get an idea of what's going on out here and all that kind of stuff. And I know it's really starting to get dark now, but I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. And I'm really, honestly, I know I posted I'm going to do it and I never did, but I'm really going to try to make another video for YouTube with answering questions and stuff like that. So really try to, at the bottom of this video, ask any questions you have about working out in the oil field. I will try my hardest to answer them the best I can. And like I said, I do really, luckily I'm getting more time off with this job. I'm on more of a steady schedule. I'm getting 2 days off like a normal weekend, which is really kind of nice. So it affords me a little bit more time to do this and play video games. Like you might have noticed, I've posted some video game footage and stuff. Because yes, I'm addicted to Minecraft. Sorry, I got out of the turn here. Well, if you're doing 5 miles an hour, do you just get to blow through the stop sign? I don't know how the rules are on that. I'm gonna. I'm not really too worried about oncoming traffic since I've been able to see the roads ahead of me for the past 30 minutes. Oh, now a little bit more bumpy road here. Well, I was hoping I would make it up to this house up here before it got dark, but I don't think I'm gonna. There's a lot of older abandoned houses. I'm guessing they're, probably houses from back in the Dust Bowl type days and stuff. you know, and you'll see them just out, you know, the fields and stuff all just falling apart. But it's actually kind of amazing they're still standing up, a lot of them. You know, especially with the winds we get out here. You know, it's not uncommon out here to get, you know, 60-mile-an-hour winds. The other day, before when I was gone for a couple months there, my buddies were in my camper, and they said that the one night we got like 80-mile-an-hour winds and stuff. It actually picked my camper and moved it over a few inches. I'd say a good 6 inches. You know, and I got an 11,000-pound camper, so that's pretty amazing that the wind moved it over like that. But that's really not uncommon out here, that's the part that kills you in the winter, when you get those nights that are, you know, it's 20 below and then you get 50-mile-an-hour winds. It gets cold. But like I said, I like it. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to make it to this house up here before it gets dark, since it's still a good quarter mile up the road and it's getting dark fast. So I'll give you one more look around, and hopefully you can see what's going on. If you can see it out there, that's actually the site I started at. I watered that road all the way down there, up to here. Like I said, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. It is getting pretty dark out there. Hopefully it's turning up. I'm making this video with my new Nexus. It's the new one, the Nexus 7.2. So far I like it. You know, it's got both the front and rear facing camera. Even though on the video camera there's no button just to switch, I was kind of hoping there would be. I'm sure I can download an app for it though. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Up there's a deer right there. I don't know if you guys were able to see it or not. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were able to see it, but there were 4 deer right there running right next to my truck. Kind of think it would have scared them off with the PTO going and everything. Guess not, though. Probably used to the truck traffic by now. They look like some whitetails. I didn't see any antlers, so I don't think it was a buck. Anyway, it's getting real dark now, so I guess I'll end the video here. Like I said, I do plan on making a video real soon, so definitely at the bottom of this one, ask your questions, and I will try my hardest to answer them. Alright, thanks guys. Later.